Okay, it's time to check out the shower facility thing because this looks super cool. I saw it online. Where is the, oh, it's like a traditional like hot and cold. Okay, that's pretty cool. It literally just runs off onto the ground, but this is fantastic. So yeah. All right guys, it is the morning after, probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Sunset, or the sunrise rather, definitely woke me up. It was actually a really tranquil way of like waking up, even though I went to bed a little bit late. Downloaded the Spider-Man movie on Disney Plus, so got to hang out and watch some Tobey Maguire, which is awesome. So cool. Well, the original plan was to cook the one time. I felt like that was a failed opportunity. I felt like we're already out here, everything is already set up, I've already got everything dragged outside. So I took the time earlier when I was at the grocery store to pick up a second meal. So I was thinking cooking up, last night I cooked a bison steak. This morning, I think I'm just gonna cook off a regular beef steak. I'm gonna do steak and eggs with a little twist on it. Yeah, shove my face before I gotta clean up and get out of here. I got a bunch of other stuff I'm gonna do while I'm up north. Super excited to have you guys with me. It's gonna be super fun, guys. Let's go. We're a little windy, but I have faith, guys. Looking for a cup of coffee, steak and eggs, clean up. I'm gonna get out of here and get done with the rest of my day. So this is quickly becoming a cooking in the rain episode. That's okay, I'm completely down for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my steak prepped out. I've got the steak right here, grass-fed, grass-finished, super nice. Love Sprouts for that. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this taken out, pat it dry with a paper towel. These aren't gonna require any prep. The sausages are just gonna go straight down. What I'm gonna go ahead and do though is I'm gonna throw a couple of these sausages down to start rendering that fat while the pan is coming up in heat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw down some of my potatoes because those did take longer to cook yesterday than I thought that they were going to. So I'm gonna make sure I'm proactive about that today. So you guys remember the part where I said I didn't care about the rain? Yeah, Mother Nature heard me and she does care about the rain. So I ended up getting rained out. I brought everything inside though to see if I could make it work inside. I'm running into another problem though, which is that I'm running low on gas. Bouncing around some ideas right now, but I'm not gonna lie to you when I say that this might mean that I don't cook this meal. Hate that, but I'll figure it out. All right guys, so my time at the Airbnb has finally come to an end. I will say I axed the second cook. Luckily, I am from Flagstaff, or at least I lived in Flagstaff for a short amount of time. So I was able to make a couple calls, found a kitchen that I'm able to use. So I'm hoping to roll over there, use a kitchen, shoot a video, and then get on with the rest of the day. I'm super excited to even be out here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the day. Can't wait to show you guys what's up. Try number 2, we're gonna go for it out of home kitchen now. Much better results, hopefully. I'm still gonna stay true to the same cooking method though. I am gonna do everything inside the one cast iron. So I'm gonna jump right back into where I was. I threw away the patties from earlier. Obviously, like they were coming up in heat. I didn't wanna keep any of those, so I got rid of those. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take some of these. I'm gonna throw these in. I haven't added any heat yet. I haven't added any oil to the cast iron other than just properly seasoning it. There's plenty of fat inside these sausages that's gonna render off because I'm gonna bring it up in heat. Plenty of fat that's gonna render for that, so shouldn't have to add any whatsoever to this. I just cranked this up to high. I'll probably turn it down, probably 75% heat. I'm gonna let these run off. Didn't add anything else to it. You can already hear them starting to sizzle, rendering that fat. I'm just gonna keep this clean. So I'm gonna take this time right now. I'm gonna break down the garlic and the chives as well as salt my steak. I've got this already on a plate. I pat it dry with a paper towel and I'm just gonna wait now for it to come up to room temp so I can get the perfect sear on it. So these have been running for about 7 minutes. I'll show you guys what these are looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and start flipping these. Got a nice sear on that one side. That's why I love cooking with a cast iron, honestly. Sear is just unmatched. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna flip all these over. You can see there's all this fat also. What I'm gonna do is something a little unconventional. So like I said, I'm gonna cook everything in the one. I'm gonna actually throw the potatoes in there because like I said earlier, they took a little bit longer to cook yesterday. So I'm gonna throw them in here with the
sausage. I don't see a problem in doing that. It's your guys' food. You guys do what you're comfortable with, obviously, but I'm comfortable with it, so I'm gonna do it. Ordinarily speaking, I like to just scramble eggs right into the non-stick that I'm using. I'll usually just crack them on a flat surface, throw them straight in, and then I'll whisk them, or I'm sorry, just like whisk them together or combine them inside the actual pan. It just works out best for me. Like, you keep all of the egg. It's how a lot of people will do that. But because I'm doing inside a cast iron and I'm a little scared that it's gonna cook way too fast, I am gonna crack my 6 eggs and I'm gonna put those into a separate bowl and I'm gonna thoroughly whisk those so that I'm able to finish those at the very end. So these are looking great. So these are looking just like this right now. I'm just continuously moving these. These sausages are just about ready. I will say the sausage, I'm gonna pull those, put them on a plate with a paper towel, just take away some of that excess oil. Food cooks until it is cold. So residual oil on that sausage is just gonna overcook it. It's gonna make them tough. It's gonna make them not as flavorful, or not flavorful, like juicy. They're just gonna be like dry little hockey pucks. So I'm gonna make sure that I pat them dry. I'm gonna take them off just before they're actually done so that the residual heat cooks them off to a perfect temp. So I've got all that sausage taken off. I've also gone ahead and just pushed all those potatoes to the far side. I'm gonna add my steak now. I'm just gonna put that on my side. I'm gonna lay this down just like this, away from me. Pressing firmly to make sure that there's a nice contact with the pan there, and I'll let you know how long it takes. Awesome, so I went ahead and pulled those off. I'm gonna pull the potatoes as well. These are seeming really, really good now. These are nice and crispy on the outside, nice and fluffy on the inside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add those over to this tray. And then I'm gonna get ready to add everything else so that I can go ahead and do the butter baste for the steak. This steak has been going for about 5 minutes now. I'm feeling like it's about ready to flip. Let's see what we got, guys. Exactly what we're looking for. That is beautiful. I'm gonna take this opportunity now. I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 little sprigs of rosemary, and then those 3 smashed garlic cloves that I did just a second ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do a normal butter based on this. I'm gonna split the time by 75%. So it's gonna be 75% cook time of the time that it took to get this sear on this side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I did before. I'm gonna grab this, obviously, with a cloth pan. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tilt the pan, and I'm just gonna base this right over the steak. This is gonna help cook the internals as well as get that nice butter flavor, this garlic butter rosemary flavor all the way through the steak. The steak looks perfect to me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull it off. I'm gonna rest it for probably about 10 minutes before I slice into it. Yeah, really looking forward to the way that this looks. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rest that for that 10 minutes, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like when we cut into it. So I've got the steak pulled out. I'm just gonna make dirty scrambled eggs because that's what I really like, and that's what I feel like has the most flavor. I'm not really looking for like anything to look perfect. I just really want it to taste great. Scrambled eggs, guys. The internet seems to have scrambled eggs in disarray. Everyone has a different way of doing them, different consistencies that they like. I personally don't like the English version. I think it looks like soup, and I'm not down for that. I like my eggs thoroughly cooked through, trying to make them as fluffy as possible, but I don't know, guys. Maybe I just haven't had them the right way. Maybe I don't know. But for me, the best way to have scrambled eggs is all the way cooked through. So I'm sorry if you hate the way they look, but it's the way I'm gonna do them. But I've got this pan right now. It's got all the flavor from the steak as well as the sausage that I cooked off. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna add it straight to it. I'm gonna have the heat as high as it can possibly go, and it's pretty much gonna be the same as like if you were to cook scrambled eggs in a wok. I'm gonna go ahead and separate these off the top. I'm gonna trim this off just at the fat line. Oh, that already looks super good, guys. You can see how juicy it is. Right there, guys. That's what you're looking for. Perfect medium rare. Literally pulls apart at the fiber. Don't even have to cut it. Literally pulls apart, guys. Looks so good. I can't lie. I really liked the bison steak last night. It was a little bit lean, so it cooked a bit quicker and it came out medium. This is 5 times more juicy than that one was. Honestly, it's hard to get away from just a simple butter-basted steak. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is the best steak I've ever cooked in my entire life. I've cooked hundreds of steaks. This is it. This is the best one that I've ever cooked, and I wish that I wasn't just a tiny bit disappointed that I wasn't at home, because this is the steak that I needed to have fed Kraz. But it's okay. Let me show you guys what I've got going on. We'll do a little taste test. Honestly, I don't love this angle, but I don't hate it. I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. I am solo today, so I've got the tripod. Thank you guys. But look at this. Would somebody look at this? Look at that. What are we doing out here? That looks amazing. So good. So freaking good. Eggs cooked all the way through. We got sausage on the front. A bunch of these mini potatoes. So good. I'm not gonna give myself a 10 out of 10, but I will say this. Let me know in the comments what you think that this would cost inside a restaurant setting. Cool? Thank you so much for coming along. I know it didn't come out the way that we initially planned, but I couldn't be any more happy with the way that it turned out, honestly. So thanks again, guys.